What is up, everybody? This is Dale with Lackluster Gaming, the show for those who love to game but know they're mediocre at best. And check out that new intro. I know we've had a new one like every day this week. Big shout out to JK YouTube. He's been making these for me. He's amazing. I love you, JK. Thank you so much. And I also want to give a very special shout out to Pizza Extreme, member of LackLuster YT. Good to have you around, buddy. Now, I want to show you this. Check it out. We hit 101,000 minutes total in watch time through our analytics, and today's deck is brought to you by June Choi, a new member of the Lackluster community. Whatever. Let's get into the deck. All right, so check it out. This deck is I don't know. He suggested it, and he said it's a deck that he uses currently in Arena 8, and so it kind of inspired me. I know I was stuck in Arena 8 for a really long time, but when he posted this on the YouTube channel, it really connected with me. I love the Miner Hog combo. It's always been one of my favorites. So to see the Miner and the Hog, as well as the Skarmy, which is a new big time favorite card of mine, and the Minion Horde coupled with the Miner, I mean, that's a deadly combo. It was one of my first videos I ever did, was actually the Miner Minion Horde combo. And then of course it's got the Ice Golem and the Mega Minion, my two biggest favorite cards, and my favorite defense, the Inferno Tower. So I had to try this deck out. Normally, you know, a lot of times I get deck suggestions and I just don't have time to cover it or whatever the case is, but this one, it definitely fits my playstyle, so I decided to check it out, and this is me battling a couple people in classic challenges. And before we get more involved into the deck, I want to say big shout out to everybody who was involved in yesterday's BM tournaments. We had two, one in the morning, one in the evening, so anybody who needed to could join up and get their BMs out, get your wiggles out, guys. And you know, we've grown as a community, and Supercell has blessed us with the opportunity to be able to mute our opponents, because BMing was kind of a disease that was rotting away at the core of us, and we needed an option to block it, and they gave us one with the little ampersands, and it just did not fit the ticket. It wasn't right, so they made it okay with us. They gave us the option to mute. Now, I don't think people use it as often as they should. There's a lot of people, Pizza Extreme, and some other people that I know that get really tilted about BMs and blow up the chat rooms with obscene language, and they rage quit and all sorts of fun stuff. So we decided that we needed a tournament. We needed to do something about it. So we created the mandatory BM tournament. So you have to BM your opponent the entire match. You get 30 emotes unless you, of course, shut down your game, close it out, and then restart the game. You get another 30, but it's actually fairly difficult sometimes to reach the 30 BM cap, so or the 30 emote cap, as you will. So we did it yesterday. We had two tournaments, and they turned out extremely well. We had people from Reddit, Golf, and who was it, John Cena, and a couple other people that just, I really didn't expect them to come around, but they did. They did really well in the tournament, and of course, Wonder Brad. Yeah, I'm looking at you. He's the only guy who was nice and courteous that I got on film. Anyway. He was saying, good game, well played. He did his fair share of BMing, but then he was really nice. And you know, it just goes to show that the only nice person in the entire mandatory BM tournament had to be the Canadian. It had to. I don't know. Big shout out. What's up, Brad? All right. So let's get into this deck now. As you can see, Hog just reigns supreme. I love it as a tower target troop. Sorry. Because it is so fast. I know it's not extremely tanky, it's only got like mid-level health, but it works really well. But check this out. The Miner gets to the tower, and that one single dude just hammers away at it with his little dagger and does so much damage. So that's one of the big reasons why I really like the Skeleton Army. It's really hard to counter unless you have the log. The log just totally wipes it out. Zap, you have to be very pinpoint, meticulous in order to knock them all out. And if you don't knock them out, you can get punished, like hard. If I would have gotten 2 or 3 dudes on that tower, it would have been gone for sure. So it's all about surprising your opponent, outcycling them, not letting them know when you're going to play your miner or what side of the tower you're going to use your miner. So my other favorite push in this is obviously the miner hog combo, but the more recent ice golem hog combo. You place your ice golem down first, your hog immediately behind him. The hog pushes the ice golem forward, gets it to the tower, it explodes and kills off Skarmies, it busts down shields, and it slows down mini P.E.K.K.A.s. It just does a ton of work for you and slows down everybody in its AO by 35%, and that's huge. That is a massive nerf to defensive capabilities, so you've got to try this out if you haven't done it already. See, look at this. Against the witch, it's gonna pop, boom. Those skeletons are gone. And now she has to respawn in order to defend, and I've gotten so much damage off of that tower that it's like, whatever, you know, there's really not much that they can do. So it's really a great combo. I have not tried this on the ladder in A9 yet, so we'll get there, but just wanted to show you guys, as far as classic challenges goes, it's a pretty decent deck. I think I was able to get to 8 or 9, and I started in with a I think it was a two losses already, with 2 losses, and was able to get all the way up to 8 or 9. So I'll have to try it again another time, but you know, one of the other things I like about this deck is a lot of people recently, I'm talking like this last week, have been playing around with the minion horde. Now things may have changed because of the clone spell, but having the ice golem as a defense to the minion horde pops them, does a little bit of damage, and then you can zap them away. That's insane value. That's awesome. I love it. It's a great combo. It's a great defense, and most of the time your opponents just don't expect it, and it does a whole lot of other it has a whole lot of other benefits to it too. It's a little bit better than just a, you know, a quick arrow or quick fireball. So yeah, so let's check out this match. Now right away we're going against somebody, and obviously when I'm playing I don't see the deck down on the bottom left hand corner of the screen, but we've got a giant skeleton, freeze, hog, the prince, 3 elixir minions, the zap, the fire spirits, and the barbarians, and already I am not faring too well. I thought that mega minion was going to do much better defending my tower against those barbarians, but I lost my tower right off in the bat. But I was able to use that mega minion as a counter offense with the miner hog push, and the reason why I like that push even better than the ice golem hog push, it does cost 1 more elixir, but the miner is much tankier. It distracts so much more, and it can take away all of the defense and concentrate it towards the rear of the tower, including ground troops. They have to run back there to get to him, and then once he dies they have to run back to the front to get to the hog. So I end up doing a whole lot more damage to the tower using the miner hog combo, and you should. It's an extra you know, it's an entire 1 elixir more. So check this out. Zap that prince charge, make him stop. We're gonna plant down this ice golem, and he has to freeze in order to stop those minions from doing major damage to his attack. It's another great way to get your minions to the tower. If he didn't have that freeze spell, he probably would have had something else that might have knocked them all out completely. But point is, I could have gotten those minions to the tower and destroyed it. There we go again with another miner hog push. Look at that hog. Almost uncontended. If it wasn't for that king's tower, I would have probably gotten 2 or 3 more shots off. So here we got a big push coming. I'm going to wait for those fire spirits to get to the tower to drop that Skarmy to distract the prince. We're going to zap all of that away just so that when the prince dies, we can arrow out those minions, and boom, Inferno Tower, best defense in the game. So it's definitely a deck that you don't want to push unless you have a lot of elixir, because that defense, the Inferno Tower, is very, very expensive. So be careful with it. But it works great as a counter to lava the Lava Hound and the Royal Giant and all of that. And here we go again with another 2-crown win. And it's just a really great deck. Thank you, June Choi, for suggesting it. And let me check my notes, make sure I didn't finish. Oh yes, the Crown Duel, that is happening on December 17th. So make sure you're tuned in. If you don't know what that is, it's a major tournament, and there are some big contenders that are going to be there, including Top Notch. We're going to have him on the show very soon. And Ash is going to be there. I believe Colton W83 got back into it. So he'll be able to redeem himself and maybe pull out a first place victory to redeem himself for the King's Cup tournament. So, yeah, that's it. Stick around for that. The Crown Duel is going to be amazing. We're going to do a big video on that. I'm going to bring all of my equipment and we're just going to have a lot of fun, really. So that's it, guys. I love you. Thanks for being around. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for you. I really wouldn't. You guys are the best. I absolutely love you. I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace out. Have a good weekend.